Yo, it's TheGIBBYNATR. In this video I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks on how you can die less in Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout. Obviously the whole aim of Blackout is to get 0 deaths, so this video should help you to get more wins if you're struggling to get like your first win, or you just want to become more consistent and get more wins. Also, if you're someone that struggles to get kills, this is going to help you to rank up because you're going to be placing in the top 5 of the game way more often if you use these tips. So you're going to be getting merits pretty much every game to help you rank you up if you're not so good at getting kills. If you're good at getting kills and you use these tips, you're going to rank up extremely fast. So definitely stay tuned for all of these tips. In this video I'm going to give you tips for the early game and the mid game, so let's get straight into this. The first tip is to always land at a spot that you're comfortable with and familiar of. So when you land at these spots, what I want you to do is just get used to the buildings, figure out which buildings have the best loot, and then when you go to there in the next games, I want you to develop a looting strategy and like a route that you take. So ideally you want to be going to like the same building to start off every time. So find a building that has good loot and land there every time. And then once you've looted that little building, move on to the next one. And then once you've looted that, move on to the next one. And just develop a strategy that is going to allow you to get the best loot possible. And then as soon as you've got your best loot, what I want you to do is immediately take the high ground. So a lot of players don't realise, but in Blackout and Black Ops 4 in general, you can climb onto some like crazy buildings that you would never be able to in Call of Duty before. So you can literally get on the rooftop of any building essentially. And especially if you have the grapple hook, you can literally get on top of anything. And the thing at the minute is that players haven't like clued onto it yet. So they don't walk around looking it up. They never think to check rooftops. So if you get onto rooftops, you're literally sorted. No one's going to be able to find you. You're going to have a great field of view to easily pick enemies off and get those kills. If you're someone that struggles to get kills and you kind of want to stay away from all the action and you find yourself dying right away in the early game, what I want you to do is land at places that are very unpopular and don't have much action at them. So I want you to go to places that are unnamed on the map. So what I mean by unnamed is that they literally don't have a name written on them on the map. So they're not like main towns or anything. They'll just be like random buildings next to the river, just random buildings in the middle of the mountains. Could be anything, but just go to them, you'll get decent loot and there'll literally be no one there. I've had it where I land at unnamed places and by the time I finish looting, there's only 30 people left in the game. And then when I rotate to the next safe zone, there literally is like 10 people left. So if you're someone that really is like bad at gun skill but you want to rank up fast, then this is your best option to do because you're going to get ranked in the top 5 way more often than you usually would, which is going to give you merits to help you rank up. So once you've cleared out your location, you've killed everyone there, what you want to do is rotate to the next safe zone. So I want you to rotate to like areas that are on the edge of the safe zone, because if you go to places in the center of the safe zone, you're increasing your chances of getting pinched by multiple players massively, because there's going to be people coming from literally every single direction and they're all coming straight for you. So you're going to get pinched, you're going to get free-manned, people are just going to absolutely obliterate you. So if you stick to the edge, you're going to basically keep your gunfights to nice clean 1v1s that you can consistently win as long as you like develop your gun skill, get good gun skill, and then you'll basically never die. The next tip to reduce your deaths in Blackout is to predict the rotations of other players in the game. So by doing this, you're going to allow yourself to really throw the enemies off guard and kill them before they get to the next rotation. So what I mean by this is that if you land at factory, for example, and you know that there's enemies at fracking tower and you both are rotating to the next place, which would be cargo docks, instead of going straight to cargo docks and meeting them there, what I want you to do is cut them off earlier by going to, like, for example, the buildings right next to the riverside. If you go there, you can get the high ground on them and you can easily pick them off as they're running to cargo docks. So it's just being smart like that. Have a look at your positioning on the map and think, are there going to be other people rotating to the town that I'm going to? And if there would be, where would they be coming from? And then when you figure that out, you can easily cut them off so you can just get nice easy kills and you'll be sorted. If you are someone that struggles to get kills, then what you want to do is rotate to areas with minimum players so you can easily just listen out to where you think people are and just go to areas that are just unnamed, as I said. So rotate to those kind of areas. There's going to be no one there most likely, so you're not going to die, but there could still be some people, so you're going to have a little bit of action, so there is some chance for you to improve as a player. The next tip is something very simple, but I thought I should include it just because I see this a lot and it's a big problem if you do it. So I want you to just regenerate your health all the time. Always be conscious of your health bar, because in battle royale games and like when you want to die less, every single health point counts. Every single health point is important and helpful for you staying alive. So you want to just keep your health maxed out. So just always be conscious of that bar telling you your health, and if it goes below 150 or below 200, you want to use your trauma kits or your med kits to get you up to the max. I see a lot of players where they get into gunfights and then they don't heal before going into the next gunfight. You always want to heal between gunfights, because otherwise you're just going to get gunned down. And the other thing that I see players do is they just forget to regenerate their health. So they'll jump off a quad bike, lose some health, and then they won't regenerate. They'll just forget about it. So even when it comes to little things like that, and like jumping off hills and taking slight damage, that slight bit of damage could be the difference between you winning a gunfight and losing, and then just losing the game in total, which sucks. So just always be conscious about your health, and you'll be sorted when it comes to winning games. Another tip to do with healing is that you can actually move. I literally say this in every video because I still see people that are just stood still and I get easy kills on them. So sprint around when you're regenerating your health, move, strafe left and right, move forwards and backwards, just move so you're a harder target to hit, and you're going to reduce your deaths massively. Because I see kids and they're regenerating their health and they're just stood still or just crouched, and that is such an easy kill. I can just come along, line up a headshot, bam, easy kill, you're done, out of the game. So just don't do that. Make sure you're always moving and that you're behind cover when you're regenerating your health. So all of those tips are going to help you for the early game and mid game, but when it comes to the late game and it's you versus 5 people, you kind of can't rely on just like camping. Well, you can literally just stay in a bush, but you're not going to win the game. You could get into second just camping, but I don't recommend that. You're not going to improve as a player. So when you get into that late game, just remember the best tip is to use your equipment. Use your grenades, use your concussion grenades, and you'll be absolutely sorted. They are so OP, especially cluster grenades. You can pick up so many kills with them. They're really accurate when you throw them, like where you throw it is where they land, and if you are like good and accurate and throw it exactly where the enemy is, you're going to kill them 100%. And concussions and the 9 bangs are also really good, because that literally just like paralyzes the enemy player, so you can just come along and get an easy kill. So save those up for the final fight. And also the other tip is to climb on buildings, because people won't expect it. They don't look up. So if you get the final zone in a town where there's lots of buildings, make sure you climb to the top of one, because the height advantage is key. You're going to have a great field of vision and they're not going to look up. I can guarantee it. I've been in so many games where I'm on top of a building and kids literally don't even know I'm there, and I just get easy kills on them. And the great thing about being on top of buildings is that the first thing you see of the enemy is their head, so you can get easy headshots if kids are wearing body armor to kill them fast. And that brings me on to another tip that I forgot to mention. Always make sure that you have fresh body armor where possible, and that you always are like maxed out and stacked up with heals, because they are your best friend. They're going to keep you alive. If you get into gunfights, you hurt yourself, you do something, you always need medkits to be regenerating your health, and body armor is just clutch. And a lot of people I see are wearing like shot up, low health body armor. So when you know that your body armor is damaged, make sure to switch it out for fresh armor, because it's going to help you out a lot more. Even if you have like damage level 2, I would much rather have a level 1 armor than damage level 2. So just switch that out. But yo, that has been the tips. Hopefully they'll help you to get more wins and just die less. And like improve your KD ratio. If you did enjoy them, be sure to smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more tips and tricks just like this, and leave a comment down below telling me how many wins you've got and like your highest kill win. That'd be cool to know. But yo, it's been the TheGIBBYNATR, take care, and I'll see you in the next video, lads. Peace.